on today's episode of The Game Chasers.
Did you get him on camera dry humping me just then?
Now it's time to see if we can get these things cleaned up.
Are these all the games you have?
They're all getting collectible.
That's all I have out here.
That's my PlayStation.
That's not a Jedi mind trick. No. Get the f- out of here. No. This is obviously the PlayStation logo on both sides here. I'm gonna put like a 13-inch TV in here.
So we're here at the mall picking up our display cases, our awesome super display cases.
Not everybody has something like this, you know?
We finally have a truck, albeit it's a small one. It's Melvor's small little truck.
We're gonna pick up the PlayStation one. I'm gonna have to come back later with Chris because he's got a bigger truck and get the two Nintendo cabs.
Oh, you know, can you do LEDs behind here to make those glow?
Yeah, I think I can put lights behind there. So yes, I said too, we wound up buying all 3 display cabinets because there was no reason to not.
It's been a few days, but the shock of actually getting these things really hasn't worn off. I'm still super excited over this find.
Hey, do you want to unlock your door first?
It's open, shut up.
I honestly have no clue of where he's going to put this thing. I hope at the very least he cleared a path so we could get this thing through his apartment, because that in and of itself is a feat.
My apartment basically is 5 years of this show. Yeah, I mean, everything that you've seen us get and everything you haven't seen us get is in one little 2-bedroom apartment. I think this thing's gonna work right here where it's at.
Looks pretty good, huh?
And you get this top piece cleaned up, get some LEDs in there, it's gonna be nice.
That requires him not being lazy and actually doing it. So if it happens, we'll put it on video.
You should just put this the whole thing.
Anybody want an ice cream?
No, y'all don't need any dairy whatsoever. None.
All right, so it's time to go to a flea market that we haven't been to since That's My PlayStation.
Something fucking wrong with you.
I can smell it through my fucking hair. Oh my god! We're gonna die! We're gonna fucking die!
What the fuck? Holy shit, that made my fucking eyes water, dude! What the fuck? I don't come to this flea market very often. This is one of those middle of the week flea markets, so, do you want to go tomorrow?
Just some extra games I picked up.
Yeah,
Are these all the games you have?
they're all getting collectible.
That's all I have out here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same old same. Bunch of commons, too highly priced.
Finding retro games at the flea market is at an all-time high of competition.
It's slim pickings. You better get there when the son of a bitch opens, otherwise it's gonna be scavenged off.
It is what it is.
Oh, that look like fucking shit.
How much are your games? 5 each. All these? What about these? 10 each.
But I don't really like the numbers here at this flea market, because we're finding stuff, but not the stuff that we want to find. Not even Chris is actually finding anything that he needs, or at least at the price that he wants to pay.
$10 cartridges, no matter what the fuck they are. It's fucking Barbie or Madden 94, 10 fucking bucks. No, I'm not coming off the price.
Some manuals. Look through those.
No. Manuals are something that we're always out on the lookout for. They're a part of the gaming experience, the retro gaming experience, in my opinion. Manuals were something that you would read when you couldn't actually play the game back in the day. I would bring the manuals to school. I remember bringing the Link to the Past manual to school and reading it, putting it in my history book while we were supposed to be, reading about history and stuff. But I was reading about the history of Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past, which was much more interesting. Not true. Stay in school. History is important, so we don't repeat the mistakes of the past, even though we always repeat the mistakes of the past anyway, because people don't pay attention to history. Pay attention to history, goddamn!
Cheap, cheap, cheap. 25 cents each.
Manuals for 25 cents a piece, no brainer, pick them up. We're not greedy, we're not gonna buy them all, we're gonna take what we need.
I don't have that one. I'll take that one.
We'll come across a Back to the Future Part 2 and 3. Hopefully the manual will explain how to play this convoluted game.
That one.
I got that one. Do you need it?
I actually do need that. I just cataloged that last night. I need that manual.
What's cool about Super Mario All-Stars is it's Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3, which are on the NES. Now they're on Super Nintendo, and it's Lost Levels. Lost Levels is what Mario 2 was in Japan.
I remember me begging my grandmother, me and Chris begging my grandmother to go get that game, even though we actually already owned Mario 1 and 3. We never owned 2, we never owned, obviously, Lost Levels.
Lost Levels is going to be special to me because, and yeah, I know this is sad, people, but me and Norm, the gaming historian, sat at a convention one year and we beat Lost Levels in about 4 or 5 hours in one sitting.
I don't know when I'll have more, maybe next week.
Alrighty.
Actually, I need one more of these.
I think I'm gonna get that.
I'm not seeing any games here, but one thing I do see is this green light gun called the Justifier, made by Konami. Now, this gun was used for games like Lethal, your mom's. Now, this gun was used for games like Lethal Enforcers.
Never seen this one out in the wild before. This is a Konami one, Justifier. It says Konami on it. That's cool.
I'm seeing the Namco gun, the one that you can use for Time Crisis.
How much for the guns? 3 each.
2 for $5?
Should do 2 for $5. Yeah, thank you.
A little tip for negotiation, or anything really in life, it's the subtleties of suggestion. And if you would notice, I kind of slightly nod my head yes. That helps more often than you would realize. It's the power of suggestion, mind tricks, Jedi mind tricks, if you will.
Maybe the power of suggestion. He said 2 for $5 and was like, 2 for $5? And she was like, all right, 2 for $5. That's not a Jedi mind trick. No, get the fuck out of here. No, you're stupid, dude. You know what? Just because you have a Jedi braid don't mean you're a Jedi.
Let's look at my track record. Eric, now this girl, and countless other times it's been off camera that you guys have not ever seen. I'm a cerebral assassin.
Oh my God.
Where do you go?
He's being sneaky.
Oh, saw something.
Just checking the old computer stuff.
All right, so it wasn't a total bust here, but luckily we have an ace up our sleeve. There's a thrift store right down the road that not a lot of people know actually sells games because they're kind of tucked away in the back.
What I like about this is we've never been here and they've had this many games before, so I'm definitely going to take the time to go through each and every single box.
Underrated 64 game. Yeah. Oh my. Oh my.
Same bad. You should get this. I know you don't have room to get box Genesis games.
I'm starting to see some games that I don't have, whatever, and it's been pretty slim pickings for today, so.
I mean, that's pretty uncommon. I have it. You should, if you wanted it. Echo is a good game, in my opinion. It's difficult, but, I need to go back and play that, honestly. I might be able to get further than I ever did. Because I think I got to that octopus, and I don't think I ever beat the octopus when I was younger.
You know what? I have played Echo the Dolphin. Not a lot, but I do remember.
I remember Echo visually just being beautiful. The colors, the backgrounds, just the way Echo moved, the way he looked, everything on that game. It wasn't an easy game, but it looked really, really nice.
What do we have here?
Yes!
Like, you legit need this?
Yes, I do.
All right, well, I think that's a given then, right?
So a while back, I got a Road Rash 3 that Chris was extremely jealous of because he loves the Road Rash series.
Oh, what's better than riding a motorcycle at high speeds, evading police, and beating the crap out of people? That's a game I like.
The Super Nintendo and the NES was at my grandparents' house where all the kids would come and play. Chris, however, had his own Sega Genesis, and sometimes he would bring that thing over to our grandparents and he would bring Road Rash with it.
What do you say about Road Rash? It's freaking awesome. It's a motorcycle beat 'em up. That's fucking badass.
Do you want to look or not?
I'll set the camera over there.
No, do you want
No, be nice. Be nice. Oh, good give a Road Rash too. Be nice.
Is that Chris?
That's fucking Chris right there. That's what that is.
Shit. I've never played it.
That's his
good?
marker, man. Marker.
Is it any good?
No.
Well, then why do I want it? I've never played it.
Because it's Terminator, motherfucker.
I'm starting to get excited about what's going on, and if I could just get Billy and Jay to get the hell out of my way so I can look at what's there, oh, we'll be good to go.
You gonna stick them all in your ass?
Yep. I'm gonna pull an 8-back at Eric. I'm gonna lick it when they come out. Yes, it's a sports game.
It's NBA Jam. That's a good sport team.
I know. I used to have it. Now I have it again. One of those games I have not played recently since my childhood is NBA Jam, but it's one of the games that I remember the most, and I think that is because my dad would come home from work and we would sit in front of the TV for hours, and me and him would play NBA Jam, and I just remember that being a really happy time in my life. You know, me and my dad laughing a lot, and
He hasn't seen or played these games in ages. This is what it's all about.
to other people that's like $1 or $2 game, whatever. You know, to me, I can't put a price on that game. And this is something from my childhood that I have to have. That game was legit. To this day, it's still legit.
Jay and I have been doing this for years, but Chris is new to this. He hasn't had the opportunity to go out as often as we have and run across things that he used to own, that he used to play, that he has a direct connection with.
I think Chris is making out pretty good right now.
Urban Strike. Pretty sure I had that one too. Throw that on. That's a helicopter, like a top view. You're like bombing. Urban Strike, I played a crap load of because I owned the game.
I think visually really pushes the limits of the blast processing of the Sega Genesis.
You're in a helicopter, top view shooter. And that's pretty much it. I think every level is the same, pretty much. It's just you're in a helicopter blowing shit up. That's pretty much it. I remember that.
Yeah. Except it's isometric view, but whatever.
Whatever. You're such. No. Except it's isometric view, but whatever. Fucking nerd. Damn, you're a nerd. That's good. It's really good.
Did you get him on camera dry humping me just then?
I was behind him.
Chris is making out like a bandit here. He has this huge stack of games.
That's a good.
Don't worry about what I'm picking up.
Hey, don't yell at me, dude. What are you?
Is this all one?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm excited and I'm nervous at the same time because I want to get these games at a good deal, and I don't want to pay too much. But at the same time, collecting is getting harder, and commons are starting to be uncommon.
What else is cool about this place is that usually the games are $3 to $5 a piece. That's max.
Tell you what, 18 for all of it.
Okay.
Deal.
18 bucks for the stack. I'll wipe my ass with $18. So.
Hey, this is part of your payment. Chris got a lot of games here. Paid maybe $2 a piece for him, and the thing is, he got games that he wanted. He got games that he grew up. That he has fond memories of playing. To get stuff like that and to get it cheap, that's a win all the way around. Don't matter how you slice it. You know what? Just keep the 20. It's fine.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Y'all have a nice day.
That's pure treasure, pure awesomeness for me. So awesomeness. What the f did I just say? Oh. I think I'm about due for another beer. Help me with this, chode. Paisley, look out, it's heavy.
You're gonna talk shit and you want my help.
Well, considering it's your fucking cabinet, right?
This one ain't. So here at Chris's, we've already picked up the 2 Nintendo cabinets.
Jay calls me, hey, I need a truck.
These things were original KB Toy Store display cases for N64. And they have N64 on the side with KB Toy logo and all that. These were used to display games, and people would buy games out of them back in the late 90s. They've been painted over with black latex paint.
And now it's time to see if we can get these things cleaned up. Well, Chris, being the redneck that he is, has a rednecky way to get the paint off.
I want to spin it, but I don't want to bend the bottom of it.
You need to put something at the bottom. He does it anyways.
Just on that corner. All right. Let me go get my drop.
Let's see if this works.
I have a power washer, so 3,500 PSI power washer, so we can use that to strip this paint off and possibly not disturb what's underneath that. So that's the route I think is best is using the pressure washer. No, it's gonna work. It's gonna take the paint off. That's just that's just latex paint. That stuff's gonna blow off of there easy.
It's coming off, but it is actually coming off extremely slow.
The good thing is it's coming off. So at least we got that going for us.
Into a slight problem here, something that I thought would happen. It took off the blue and the O in Nintendo for some reason. The power washer, this is supposed to be blue. That's the O in Nintendo. It's supposed to be blue and it took it off. I don't know, just when you get down into science-y shit, maybe there's like some kind of melding together of these things.
It's the blue paint. Nothing else is coming off but the blue paint.
You know, this paint looks like it's been on these cabinets for a really long time, and it is just being stubborn as f***. It's starting to annoy me.
And it's not the pressure washer. I took the rag and I gently scrubbed the same area, and well, blue paint came off. So it's not the pressure from the pressure washer that is doing this.
Oh, man.
What were you doing last time?
I was using a rag and nail polish remover. We got to get something to soften up this paint so this process goes a little bit quicker. We're going to run to Lowe's.
Why are your nuts that tan? Do you like lay out or some shit?
Melville recommended Goof Off. He's kind of
instant.
He would be the go-to pro, if you will, on paint removal. So I'm gonna trust his word. But Chris over here,
this says instant.
We'll just do a test.
This says works the first time though.
We'll do a test.
Anything works the first time if you scrub it long enough, but this is instant.
Well, we're gonna buy one of each and we're gonna see which one works best.
Oh, yeah, right. How much did you spray?
2-3 good sprays.
It seems to be coming off fairly easy. Golly, this is.
Take a little bit of elbow grease.
I wonder if we sprayed this on there, let it sit for a minute, and then use the pressure washer, but not up.
Try it. It's worth a shot. I'm optimistic, but at the same time, very nervous about ruining these things because it's going to be heartbreaking if we destroy the paint underneath.
Instant, bitch.
It's just sliding off like hot butter on your mom's ass. Butter on your mom's. The butter got hot because it was on your mom's ass.
This is freaking awesome. This is really freaking badass to me because, you know, who comes across this stuff? So it sucks that they got painted over, but as I'm seeing the paint stripped away, as the paint's getting stripped away, I want to see the finished product. So this is something that I'm really excited about, and I hope it turns out really good.
I'm actually very excited seeing the artwork start coming through. It's working. I feel like in the go, oh my God, it's working, Goonies. Looks good, huh? Despite the fact that some of the paint came off with the top layer of paint, which I think was gonna happen anyways, I'm very pleased with how these things have turned out, how they look, how good they still look, minus a few missing paint spots here and there.
They're not perfect, of course, but they still look good. They look amazing, in fact, and I'm happy with it.
We're gonna pack up and let these things dry out a little bit, a lot of bit. And we'll come back and revisit this another day.
Once I get this thing all lit up, the shelves intact, cleaned up inside, and in my game room, this thing is going to be beautiful.
It's cool. We're resurrecting this cabinet that was gonna be forgotten about.
I really don't understand how you two like happened across this shit. Like, I really don't. And how that they're still there after all these years. And everything, out of all the things that mall has changed. I mean, because it's basically been bum central, right? So like there was a squatting village inside that mall at one point.
You got a dolly? You got a fucking purchase. No, you already asked me that when you came over here. I said no. You doing one thing? Pick it up.
I'm like 99% sure I have bought a game out of one of those cabinets at one point. I know for a fact my parents or grandparents have, because that was the mall, you know, Sears, KB Toy Store, they were always there. All these memories are coming back to you, and you just, you know, you're 8, 9, 10 years old again, or you're a teenager, you know, going, you know, hanging out at the mall, and it's like, it feels weird because it's a piece of you that's just, that mall's creepy, man.
Hey, you gotta let these things dry out, buddy.
Just let them dry out.
You got a space heater you put on in here? And
Good fan.
yeah?
I got your mom, she blows real good.
After Billy and Jay leave, I go out in the garage. Everybody's asleep. All my family goes to bed. I'm starting to feel this emotional attachment almost to this display. Jay has the PlayStation cabinet, and I know that one of these two N64 cabinets is going to Billy. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get my hands on one of these one way or another.
It's a chode nation, oh what a nation, oh you can't stop me. Billy and Shady, forever game chasing, C-H-O-D-E.
It's not that deep. It's not that deep.
I could walk across that. Yeah, I'm not driving my car into it. Are you stupid?
Weenie. What's wrong with this guy? Such a weenie. He can make it. He can make it.
Okay, A.
What am I trying to make?
A.
Make it to the other side.
A, how does he get down there? And B, why?
Exactly. Why?
Because.
Let me do the D.